Thank you. You know, I really write speeches, and this one I do, and I probably read most of it because I don't want to miss the elements that what inspired me to have this occasion today. Okay, my father born 1910, so figure out the numbers, 1910. He came to this country in 1924. Believe it or not, I don't know what year, but he was working in an Italian restaurant, not a Chinese restaurant. Okay, literally. That's the first encounter for the Italian. I born in Chinatown, 61, when there was a dividing line called Canal Street, right, with the Chinese and Italians. So there were a little bit of neighborly love, but now we have overcome. Okay, that's how we've grown. That's how we evolve. So that's one of my stories here. And let me read this a little bit here. And thank you, John Hughes, for allowing us to be gathered here together. And this statue project, with an idea I had really late last year after the election. And I was concerned because this new mayor may or may not welcome all communities. And now he demonstrated he may not, especially the Chinese, the Jews, the Italians, and others. So I became very concerned with the neighbors and how would our community will react. And I know that Chinese and Jewish concerns has always been rise up, but one thing for sure is the Italian has not. And I want to make sure that has. So early this year, I had my new staff in Kobe, yes. Kobe, stand up. Right over here. I gave my tasking order. Yeah, I'm a military guy, 24 years. So in the military term, we have, I'm coming to the CO, commanding officer. So he's my staff, so he's my junior, and I give him a tasking order for this project. And I give him whole instructions, because I know I cannot do this job alone. Cannot. As soon as I have him tasking, then we let out to form a committee. And that's where we have Lori and all the people announced, that from that start on, then I know that this will be very successful because they take it upon themselves. This is their grassroots, this is their heritage. They know that the Italians have not been formally and recognized, okay? So, for many years, the name Christopher Columbus has become a controversial figure in our society. And in some places, his accomplishment and historic significance have been criticized, minimalized, and replaced by other observance. So we have seen the changes, especially education policies, where Columbus Day has been renamed as Indigenous Day. I don't know why, but they could move another day. Whether people agree or disagree with those changes, many Italian Americans felt that this important symbols of their heritage has been pushed aside. And I know, and I feel that too. That's why it's important to have this Brooklyn Italian community to have a lasting symbol and recognition. That's why I need to form this committee, and it has to be the Italian here in Brooklyn, the grassroots, because they own it. And they have. So Columbus, as the judge says, he's not perfect. No one is perfect. The only perfect person I think is maybe God. So why we not celebrate the person as a whole person, not just nitpick flaws and faults, but as a whole person, as a person that has a direct impact for humanity. And Columbus deserved that recognition. Think about what Columbus had done. I'll tell you this, he has balls. Columbus really had big balls. Imagine an Italian going to Spain, getting a meeting with the king and queen of Spain, a 2-bit operator, right? All right? Italian 2-bit operator. And somehow he convinced, took him a couple of years, to get some money, get 3 ships, a crew for 3 ships, and a map to nowhere. Seriously, going west, where are you gonna find? China, India? Maybe, but a map to nowhere. Doesn't it take balls? All right, I think so. So, with that, it's called pursuit of a dream. And that boldness, that confidence, the perseverance, the qualities, the generation of Italian Americans have in mind and carry through today. That's what built America. That's what built New York. And that's why I respect the Italian Americans, because of what they have done, what they have brought. That's the characteristic that we need to recognize. This is just a second. Now, New York City has been once a home of the largest Italians, because we're the closest distance from Italy to New York, right? The closest one, the largest population in this Western Hemisphere. While many families have spread out and throughout the United States, Brooklyn remains one of the largest, other than Manhattan. But we are still represent this strong heritage over here, and we have the responsibility, our responsibility, to preserve that history for the next generation, because what we're doing today is to make sure our younger generation to remember and recognize, and not some other parties trivialize what Columbus and his fault, but as overall as a man that he had contributed in our society. As our nation approaches its 250th anniversary of independence, it is fitting that we recognize those individuals, such as Columbus, to shape our American experience. Tonight, this statue stands not only a tribute for Columbus, but a tribute to all Italian America came after. And that spirit, called the American spirit, lives on. Hard work, courage, faith, family, and determination to overcome this challenge. And that's what this statue represents of us. So I have to thank everyone to come here. And we have to remember, those Italians who moved out from Brooklyn, if they want a piece of the action here in Brooklyn, make sure you tell them to write a nice fat check to make this statue successful. And I think my final thought is, God bless America, God bless Italian American, and God bless Brooklyn, and God bless us all. And thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you.